Hi everyone, as you well may know, my name is P.A. Clark. In this episode, we're talking about prevention in aesthetic medicine, prevention and medical beauty. Now, we went from I need Botox for my wrinkles or I want Botox for my wrinkles to I want to prevent aging by using Botox. And that's a very important marker in how we are progressing within the world of medical beauty. With medical beauty, we have the option to redesign not only how we look, but to also change how fast we visually age. And in changing how fast we visually age, we have control. We have control over what we look like, but we have control over what brings us down. And many of you, including myself, when we see something that's creating an older appearance, we get all stressed out. We want to have the maximum work done to improve or fix that. However, we never get there if we're using preventative measures, using Botox, dermal fillers, or even dermal threads. So one thing is delaying the signs of aging, and another thing is redesigning the face. In the terms of prevention, what happens to the skin over time? We all know from my previous episodes, and if you have not watched them, please take a second. Please take some time to watch those episodes. What happens to the tissue is you get a gradual shrinking of the tissue and elongation of the tissue. The tissue is the muscle, the fat, the skin. Now, but what about the bones? How do you prevent that? Well, to this day, it's hard to prevent bone aging. What is bone aging? Well, look at your parents. If your parents are alive, look at your parents. When they were 25 and 30 years old, they were much bigger, more robust, and had more height. Over time, you lose the height and you shrink because of the bony aging. What does that have to do with the face? Well, when it comes to the circumference of the head, that becomes smaller. So as we age, our heads get smaller, our temples hollow, cheeks get much more narrow, jawline and chin gets smaller. So that is the bone shrinking, or we call it resorbing. As the bone resorbs, where does the tissue go? Where does the fat go? Where does the skin go? What does the muscle do? Well, everything drops because the volume has been lost, and so the tissue outside of that volume now is draping the skeletal system. When you are much younger, you have more fat in the face, and this fat contributes to no wrinkles, no lines, fullness, and we call this cute, or we call this youthful beauty. And as you get older, the fatty tissue changes. And as this fatty tissue change, we get lines under the eyes. We get lines nasolabial. We get oral commissures, right? Our jawline starts to disappear. The strong chin we once had is no more. The height of the nose drops. The width of the nose gets pronounced because the cartilage and the bone is dropping. The brows start to fall. The cranium is getting smaller. As your cranium gets smaller, everything drops gradually. And as this drops gradually, we find that our face starts to look like our parents' face because it's draping the bones within the face. This is quite normal. This is fine. Dermal fillers reverse that. Not the bony change, but the visual change. Once the visual change has been reversed, you will look younger, which means that you have to do something internally as well. IV therapy, supplementation, exercise and working out, especially weight training. These are all things that keeps the robustness and the youthfulness that we have. If you look great, but you're in poor health, this will not last. So this plus better health works wonders. What are some of the things that we need to do for prevention? Well, first of all, if you smoke tobacco, you need to quit, period. If you drink alcohol, there's no good limit of alcohol use. There's no normal, natural limit of alcohol use, period. Alcohol is a poison. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to die now, but we may be shaving years off of our lives, and we will definitely become less healthy. Alcohol does not work well with the liver. It puts the liver into overdrive, and your liver, which is the major toxin relief in the body, now cannot function for you because at first it has to remove that alcohol from your system. And so you're generally overworking your system. Alcohol and tobacco must leave your system if you want to stay healthy and healthy looking. So improving the skin texture and the tone is necessary as well. So it's not just that Botox is going to take away wrinkles and give you a nicer volume. It's not that fillers are going to give you more height and make you look better. But what it does also, it stops the aging process, the visual aging process, by restoring a cleaner or softer or smoother texture of the skin. Along with that, there are other modalities that we can improve upon, which is microneedling, dermal peels if it's done and tailored to your skin. I do not like scrubs on the face, and I do not like harsh or traumatic treatments to the face. So if you're scrubbing your face once a week or once a month, please stop. This does not work well with your face. This causes micro trauma to the skin. The skin starts to age. Once you're causing chronic trauma to the skin, your skin will say, well, I need to prevent myself from aging, but also from this damage. So your skin will produce something called melanin. Melanin is one of those natural superpower chemicals in our body that prevents the harshness of the sun or the harshness of trauma to the skin. The problem we have with it is it can appear blotchy on the skin. For that purpose, many individuals don't like the concept of melanin. Melanin is a protective power within your body, which will also slow down your aging. And this is why individuals with massive amounts of melanin, black individuals with very thick skin, their skin age very, very, very well because of the melanin. So we don't want to remove the melanin, but we don't want the blotchiness of melanin on pale skin. Therefore, stop traumatizing your skin, and therefore you will not start the process of melanin or increased melanin production on the surface, which is also called hyperpigmentation. So everything kind of, if you're able to understand the root cause of some of your skin issues, you will find that most of it is things that you have control over that you are not doing. And therefore, we are aging ourselves every day. The other thing is boosting your self-confidence. Boosting your self-confidence means that you're going to take better care of yourself. And if you get that boost from Botox or fillers, then by all means, boost your self-confidence. It works miracles for your skin. It works miracles for your body. It works miracles for your brain. Always stay positive. And lastly, the overall investing in preventive aesthetic measures can only do one thing: keep you beautiful. That's it for my episode. I hope it wasn't too much of an earful, but if you want to hear other information or discussions on other topics, including skincare and what you apply to your skin, leave us some comments below and I will gladly get back to you.